And Germans replace their fundamentalism with a democracy. Under democracy, science and gold production will increase by 50%. However, the people will refuse to allow a declaration of war. Interesting indeed. And great news, sire. We only need to build the United Nations wonder, and we will win a cultural victory. All right. Also interesting. You've only told me that about 20,000 times. And some other good news. Exalted One. Our wise men have discovered the secrets of flight. Now we can build Mustang fighter units. I see. And as a result of us being the first to discover flight, a Mustang fighter has been built in Boston. Good. So let's go for another quick, easy technology. Electronics. And some more good news. Our glorious civilization has completed the Statue of Liberty wonder in the city of New York. Now, all of our cities will grow by 2 population. Got it. Salzburg. So now let's give that, for the sake of it, a courthouse. So now that New York has done that, I think we're going to put it to use creating our newest units, the Mustang fighter. Oh, by the way, thing to note here. Stuttgart currently has 132 production in it. Not only is that a lot, but it means that it can create an entire army of artillery or tanks in 1 turn. So, that is massive production. So, conquering artillery. Give you infiltration. King's Own artillery. Let's see, we'll give you infiltration as well. Get ready to build another unit. And the Royal Artillery. So we'll give you guerrilla. So we'll send these 2 units up to the north. Now, it may seem silly to be sending them out in the open, but for the sake of organization right now, it's what we're doing. Again, if you were playing against a human player, you would never want to do this, just because artillery are very vulnerable, but I'm sending them all out in the open for the sake of organization, because the army's getting pretty big, so if I'm going to keep track of it and form the units I want, we have to go through this. The ninja artillery will camp over here with the guards modern infantry, ready to strike at the Indians should the time arise, or Thebes. Let's see, and we'll send the Ranger Sherman tank to back it up. Set our position over there. Guards modern infantry will continue to advance, and we're going to have this one stay behind. As will this one. However, we've got some more modern infantry to make over here in Boston. Let's see, another loyalty and scout-based one, so we'll give this one scout. Send it up on this hill. So that we can create a modern infantry army over there. Man, what is with this pattern of loyalty and medic? I'm sending you outside the city. King's Own modern infantry. Another medic and loyalty. What is with this, people? I don't get it. The game is taunting me. What do we got here? Immortal modern infantry. Aha! March. That's a good one. And finally, the Iron modern infantry. You know what? Just for the sake of it, it's going loyalty. I mean, not loyalty. It's going medic. And we're sending that one up north, where it's also going to link up with the rest of the forces. So, let's see. So what you guys are probably wondering, what the heck am I doing? Well, in preparations for the next episode, I'm going to organize all my forces into battle groups. So we're going to set up so that we'll have 4 different groups of troops. Hey, there's a nice little catchy rhyme. That are each going to target a specific civilization. One will go after the Indians. One will finish off the Egyptians. One is going to conquer the Greeks. And the other is going to have to go on an island-based war to eradicate the Germans. By the end of this campaign, only myself and one other civilization will be standing. What do you mean, one other? Well, it has to be one other because if I conquer them entirely, then I can't show you all the victory types. So, someone is still going to be alive in their capital. Who it is? Well, I don't know yet. I don't know who it's going to be. Let's see. So we'll have Boston do modern infantry one more time, then I think that'll do the trick. Let's get these planes back in the city before they run out of fuel. Alright, so let's see. That we got that battleship fleet. And let's have it advance. Dortmund. So yeah, again, the game's kind of ceasing to be teaching at this point just because there's so much to keep track of. So again, I apologize for that, guys. I know that all the teaching has been a huge part of this. Let's see. I think we've done enough for this turn. Let's end it. Aha! Gandhi finally releases his troops. Though that's not much, really. And we've heard enough of this cultural victory stuff, I know. However, Exalted One, we have discovered the secrets of electronics. Got it? And our civilization is the first to discover electronics. As a result, we receive this bonus. 2+ trade in each city. Gotcha. Oh, you know, while we're on electronics, an interesting, another little note about this one. This is another one of those technologies that by itself does absolutely nothing for you. It doesn't give you anything. So the primary reason you go for this one is just to get that bonus. However, if you actually give me a second, we're going to go to my tech planner here. It is, however, instrumental in getting the next batch of technologies, networking and spaceflight. Spaceflight actually takes nuclear power, advanced flight, and electronics to make that one. But yeah, so electronics on its own does nothing. As you can see, it's got no little smaller box next to it like mass media, advanced flight, or even nuclear power. So it doesn't give you anything. Just a nice bonus, and you need it to build the next two. Or rather, to make it easier to get the next two. So, you know what? We're going straight for spaceflight. The culture of our people has allowed the great person. You know, here's another name about to botch up. You know what? I'm not gonna even try it. Someone please feel free to correct me in the comments. I know I've had a bunch of helpful people doing that. We're just going to say, as allowed the great person, Marconi, thank you, to appear in the city of Boston. We are ready to build the United Nations and win a cultural victory. So, my domestic advisor is telling me the same thing my foreign advisor is. Yes, thank you. And by the way, on this note, I know there's been so many names that I have not tried to pronounce just because I'm afraid of botching them, and I really should know these by now, so again, that's just one of those things I'll apologize for.